It's Ray Give TV.
Ray Give TV, the GOAT.
Uh-oh, we got content. Wack 100 going in on Lil Woody for being a rat. What?
Let's get to the content.
It's Ray Give TV.
In the block.
No Jumper's biggest interview we've dropped in the last year or two is, in fact, Lil Woody.
It's to be expected. For one, it's a No Jumper platform. Two, Lil Woody's got the light on him. Now, can he consistently continue to do it? Is he going to continue to have something else to talk about? I mean, you know, I don't know. He could, maybe not.
I mean, to be fair, he's done probably like 5 interviews and probably 10, 20 versus ones and a whole bunch of other shit. Like, I feel like it could wear off, but this is the thing, is that a lot of people who get into his position kind of like are boring. They just don't really have a lot going on. Woody is like a crazy zany personality. He's got a lot of energy. He actually has something to offer in these sort of situations. So I feel like his superpower is going to be slow to wear off, even as people start to get kind of numb to him.
I'm saying, like, if him doing music and him, I mean, you know, whoever's around him and they keep him working and keep him doing things, he'll be all right. But right now, he's the it thing.
Right. It's fire.
To be real, he's a it thing. That's what it is.
He's a cool guy. Do you think it says anything about Atlanta that nobody seems particularly concerned with messing with Woody?
Just because he hasn't been messed with don't mean people aren't concerned about messing with him. He just hasn't been caught by the right people or the wrong people. I think even he knows that.
You think somebody could get away with something similar in LA?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Who?
Rather not say his name.
Okay. Well, you've seen it where people have been like fully embraced?
Everybody watched him get on the stand for like 7-8 months. Everybody watched him get up there, point the finger at 7-8 people, and shit, he still moves around.
Yeah, okay, I can think of an example or two, yeah.
I've seen it. It's just real stuff, though. You know, so at the end of the day, I don't think the generation that took that seriously, they're older. The youngsters, because they look at it like, I might be in that position one day, or that's my homeboy, we eating together, or things like that, and they just blow it off. It's different. And then the older cats, they really ain't willing to take that risk to deal with it, because it's like they're doing something else. Like Troy Ave said, the streets is a myth. It's phasing out.
I saw a video, it was like a viral Instagram reel of this guy sort of breaking down, talking about LA. I wish I had the link, but he basically says that he keeps saying this ain't Chicago, talking about LA. And he says basically, out of all these neighborhoods that you think are crazy as there might be 2 to 5 dudes who are actually out here putting in work.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
And this is like a big generalization this guy was saying, but he's basically saying that, like, even in your craziest hoods, it's a very small percentage of people who are going to go out of their way to do destruction on their enemies.
It was always like a 10 percentile of neighborhoods that was those type of guys. Everybody ain't from the neighborhood ain't those type of guys. And then out of that 10%, you know, few locked up, few on the street.
Right. They get killed and they get locked up.
Depending on how big the neighborhood is. Yeah. You know, 10% could mean something with a big neighborhood. 1,000 deep, that's 100 hitters. Right? Out of the 100, 40 of them might be in jail. 60 on the street, 20 of them might be OT doing their thing, 40 of them running around the set, in and out. Right? But nah, it's too many different neighborhoods for somebody to say that. It's not as loud as it used to be, but it still goes on. But I got a soft side with people when I see them with their kids. So Woody get mad at me. Everybody gets mad at me for the same reason.
You hear him throwing shots at you in that
The
interview?
same shit you read, I read. But when I read it, I heard Remo say some shit to his face. How you feel about people calling you woo 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 woo? He ain't get mad. But if I say it, it's a problem. That's weird to me. He ain't really had nothing to say about me. And what he gonna say? He don't know nothing about me. I know he lied about the parking lot shit with Game. He's a liar about that. He lied like a mother.
Woody lied about what?
Straight lie.
What do you mean?
When he was on the thing telling them people that he was in the parking lot with Game, got into it with Thug, straight lied.
Really?
Yeah, I was running point on that. We know he was in the parking lot. Peewee was in the parking lot.
But he's trying to create like a big cloud of misinformation to sort of like obscure his prior tattling, right?
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, when I heard that, I said, okay, somebody told him the story, and he's just throwing it in there, because he wasn't the one there. He can't talk to us. That's how I got Game and Thug on the phone, right? And we worked it out. And actually, the conversation, I think he mentioned like Nipsey Hussle or someone made the call. That wasn't Nip, that was JoJo Capone from Chicago made that call, right? And so at the end of the day, it's like I hear some of the things he says. I just learned that he caught another gun case in 2021 and another one in like 2023. So, you don't know how deep this thing runs. And when you playing with somebody like that, that's letting you know what they gonna do, you can't play with them. You know what I'm saying? Because if they get caught trying to do something, they gonna give it up on you. But if you get caught trying to do something to him and you ain't all the way thorough, he gonna get down on you too. It's like they got this new thing, they call them killer rats.
Superpower.
Killer rats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because a motherfucker tell don't mean he still don't know how to do what he know how to do. And as you seen, he had some people with him, right?
He was moving around the right way.
He had people with him.
Yep.
His block with him. It's never have I seen a block. Yeah, champion that. But for whatever reason, he got that going for himself. And for his daughter's sake, I hope he can keep it going.
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
I don't care. Don't affect me.
I saw you were pissed off at YouTubers creating the narrative that me going out to Atlanta was what got all these dudes hit with this federal drug Rico.
Yeah, come on. How they gonna put together a sting and arrest 30-something people in 3 days?
Right.
Now, the shit with Bricc is crazy.
Yeah.
I guess Bricc went to the studio with
Peewee.
individual. You didn't go to the studio, right?
Nah. But also, like, during the time that we were there, keep in mind this is right after Rich Homie Quan died. We go there like immediately after, just coincidentally. And people, like, there's so much misinformation going on in the streets because people were telling us, people were saying that Peewee Longway died. Then people are telling us Peewee Longway's in the hospital. People are telling us Peewee Longway's in the hospital off the same molly as Rich Homie Quan, which we also don't even know that that's what happened to Rich Homie Quan. Either way,
he was foaming.
All that, I think Peewee might have landed himself in the hospital at some point briefly, but like there's just so much misinformation going around from just random people that we're running into. And then I start seeing those same rumors like basically coming out as Instagram posts and shit like that. Meanwhile, we never touched it.
There was a lot of drugs found. Like they say 100, 200 million street value.
But I believe Peewee wasn't even locked up.
What you mean?
He might have been questioned around this time, but I have a very, very valid...
He's locked up right now, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I have a very, very valid source in Atlanta who told me, I've seen the paperwork. His name was not in the indictment. The people that picked up the ones that are getting charged, all of them are facing life. Peewee's name was not on it. I think they just detained him. That's what somebody that I'm in communication with told me. So I think that the whole thing was just like massively exaggerated. But at the very least, I think it caused people to dwell on the fact that Peewee Longway has been kind of like chronically underappreciated. One of the greatest rappers to come out of Atlanta, and realistically, I think should have been a lot bigger than he was. But he's got a crazy catalog. So Peewee Longway, I would love to give you your flowers while you can still smell
So
them.
he's not locked up.
I don't believe so, no. I don't think he was ever locked up. I think he might have been detained or questioned.
So the other 30 people were.
I do believe, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. He hasn't been on his socials or nothing.
A little bit. He has actually. He had a post earlier where he was saying, I want to rock right now. What
I
did he
know
say? He said,
Lil TJ not locked up.
MPA is a brand. Now it's time to go harder than ever. Time to bring fresh talent to the team. Tighten up, featuring drop.
Y'all can comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about the content. Woody got his fame from getting on the stand. What y'all think? Let me know. Keep that notification bell turned on. Like the video, share the video, and be on the lookout for more heat. It's your boy Ray Give. Remember, hard work will pay off. You gotta stay down until you come up. You really gotta apply yourself. You gotta be proactive. You gotta wake up, eat your Wheaties, and get to it. You feel me? Shout out to Wacn and Adam Show. But until next time, it's your boy Ray Give, and I'm gone. God bless. Peace.